We get a third trailer of Onimusha, the Way of the Sword. Let's check it out.
Where are my manners? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think.
Come on, PlayStation. Come on, man. What we got the lag? Why we got the lag? All right, come on.
Where are my manners? Hello there, fallen samurai.
To think. Something like this was right under the city. What fearsome power! Be careful!
Oh, righteous! And after everything you and your awful kind put him through, too. Were you feeling left out? Here, let me show you something to cheer you up.
Is controlling this lightning.
I don't have time for these stupid games.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, do enjoy.
$26.
PlayStation.
Hey man, look, the game. Look, I like. Oh, we got a hands-on preview.
Right where we left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish it would stop you at least.
Come on, man. Yeah. Got that Kool-Aid on me. Come on with the what? Come on, man.
Left off. Death can't stop us.
I wish it would stop you at least.
This is my guy right here.
It's safe to
I think he
say
said
we're
Osashi.
currently living
Something- he
through a
said something
golden
like
age
that.
for swordplay games. Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima lead a pack of accomplished duelers where every strike, lunge and parry feels supremely satisfying. Hoping to find a place among them is Onimusha Way of the Sword, Capcom's
Onimusha.
long-awaited return to a series slumbering since the PS2 days. And, based on a small sample I've been able to play at Gamescom 2025, I'd say its chances are looking very good indeed.
Okay, that's good news. Good news.
No challenge.
Set in a dark fantasy reimagining of Kyoto during the Edo period of Japan, Onimusha Way of the Sword has you take up the sharpened blades of Miyamoto Musashi, a swordsman sporting both the face of the late legendary actor Mihune Toshiro and a talking gauntlet that eats the souls of dead enemies.
The power of the Onimus is in the rise as well. It must have been awakened by the dark magic.
What's that?
That second point is the more pertinent one. Fallen foes drop souls,
Osashi.
represented by flames that float around the battlefield before being sucked up by your hungry jewelry. Right, before you get any wrong ideas, Onimusha may have souls, but it is absolutely not a Souls-like. On its default action
That's
difficulty
good.
setting, Way of the Sword is not particularly punishing, at least
Nice.
not in this 30-minute demo, which admittedly does feel plucked from a very early stage in the story.
Yeah, what I
It
like.
certainly requires skill to get the most out of its enjoyably flashy combat, but generous parry windows, a block that protects from all angles, and cushioned enemy attacks mean Onimusha seems on track to be one for all action fans, not just the FromSoft fanatics.
There we
And
go.
while I would have liked to have faced a steeper challenge in this demo, the foes I faced, especially the end of level boss, felt well judged.
Ooh.
I'm particularly impressed by how combat is built on a foundation of both health and stamina. Enemies are, of course, defeated by bottoming out their health bars, but each time you strike or deflect their attacks, you erode away their stamina bar. If that hits 0, the foe becomes exhausted, quite literally pausing to catch their breath. This is, of course, the perfect time to strike. A single button press triggers a Break Eason move that violently dismembers your target. The animations are gloriously extravagant and can be chained together if a couple of enemies have been exhausted at the same time. For regular enemies, breaking their stamina spells instant death, and because parries quickly exhaust fodder, you're rewarded for honing that skill. You take less damage and get to witness cool kills. I'm deeply amused by how you can deflect arrows back at archers who then, winded by their own projectile, stand around simply awaiting their fate of single-click decapitation.
Oh, nice.
But things change when it comes to boss fights. The demo's final clash against the exuberant Sasaki Ganryu, a tall, gangly samurai powered up by his own gauntlet, is a much fiercer affair in which you'll deplete his stamina bar at least once before being able to deal the final blow. In this situation, an alternative version of Break Eason plots 2 marks on your target. Strike the red one, and you'll be rewarded with a burst of extra damage.
Nice.
Hit the purple to generate a bonus batch of souls.
Nice, you get options.
And that brings us back to souls. These flickering flames are color-coded. Red souls are used to purchase upgrades, while blue souls feed your Oni power gauge, which when full can be used to unleash special attacks. Yellow souls, meanwhile, are rarer and replenish your health. All 3 are vital, not just for their individual properties, but for how they form a cycle.
What could be more fun? Dancing with death.
For instance, in the demo, Musashi was equipped with the 2 Celestials, a twin dagger special weapon that reaps yellow souls from fallen enemies. It can only be used when the Oni power gauge is topped off. As it's a powerful attack that requires resources, it's sensible to use it against tougher opponents who, naturally, deal more damage. Killing such foes with the 2 Celestials basically refunds damage that you take thanks to the yellow souls the attack creates. And so there's the cycle. You kill foes to gain blue souls, which powers up the ability to use special attacks, which cause your enemy to drop yellow souls, which instantly heal you from the wounds sustained during that fight.
So you get yellow souls for healing.
Quite that elegant in game,
nice.
but there's a clear system
that is nice.
There are other examples of that too. Successful parries generously build a diamond-shaped meter that eventually causes your blade to temporarily erupt with damage-buffing blue sparks. Hitting that mark feels fantastic. The animation alone makes it feel as if the battle has been hit by a shot of adrenaline. But if you can continue a successful chain of deflects, you can sustain that buff seemingly indefinitely. It's another smart system that rewards consistent skill with your blade. It's only when I came to write this preview that I realised that Onimusha is very much a game about managing gauges and meters. You need to deplete health bars and stamina meters, build power gauges, and keep other buff providing vessels topped up. On paper, that may sound dull and overly mathematical for a game about supernatural samurai fighting through demon-infested feudal Japan, but in practice, it works well. That's entirely down to the fact that the implement for juggling those meters, your sword, feels fantastic to wield.
Nice. Oi.
Like that.
The parry window may be wide, but the ringing clang of a deflect is supremely satisfying, especially because the subsequent counter-attack animation is so extravagantly slick. Slicing through the amusingly gross regular Genma enemies, which range from mutant swordsmen to what I can only describe as demonic floating Furby heads, feels great, but it's the boss fight that really sold me on Onimusha's swordplay credentials. There's almost certainly a secret science to nailing the feel of when steel lands on steel, and Capcom has absolutely cracked that. There's an energetic flow each time the warriors' blades meet and push each other away. And while the duel against Ganryu doesn't feel destined to go down as an all-timer, it is ultimately too easy to enter those halls. I think it acts as a decent enough promise that, further into the campaign, there will be something that stands up to the very best of Ghosts of Tsushima. The Gamescom demo may have been short, little more than some winding paths and a boss fight in a temple, but it's more than enough to convince me that Onimusha Way of the Sword is built on rock-solid swordplay fundamentals. I'm genuinely excited to master them and take on its campaign's toughest challenges. But it's also made me curious about several other things. As a tutorial-styled section, the demo had no real exploration opportunities. so it's currently unclear what kind of scope the environments will work with. Then there's the story, which caught me off guard with its humour. There's hints of an amusingly rocky relationship between Musashi and the voice inside his Oni gauntlet.
To purify this temple, you'll need to find
That's
the
good,
source of
though.
this mission.
Right, Gordon lady. Enough of that. If you're awake,
It give you that comedic movie type of stuff.
you listen here.
That's good.
Questions are otherwise. To Gauntlet Lady.
And the pre-boss battle banter
That's like a
was just on
movie.
the right side of goofy. I'm fascinated to see where Capcom has drawn the line between a dark samurai tale and sparky anime humour. But even if that line ultimately ends up drawing an uneven balance, I'm confident Onimusha's razor-sharp combat will more than make up for a few bad jokes. For more from Capcom, check out our Gamescom 2025 previews of Resident Evil Requiem and
Damn, we got to check out the Resident Evil 2, bro. I got so much to catch up on, guys, man. Just stay tuned. Guys, Onimusha, their Weight of the Sword, the only thing I want this game to do is come out before Phantom Blade. Just come out before Phantom Blade so we can go ahead and get, get a little warm up before the, before the big game. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, let me know how y'all feel about Onimusha, the Way of the Sword. It looks good, bro. It really do. I'm definitely gonna give this a try. We have some bangers coming out next year already, bro. So we shall see. We shall see. Let me know how y'all feel about down below. I'll see y'all guys in the next one. Peace.